Guys, hi. We've talked about choosing the best trading platform and what to look for. Now, to look for the best broker. They're kind of hand in hand, but I wanted to do a whole thing on broker because we all need a broker to be able to trade the forex markets. They're your link between your decisions and buying into the market. Without a broker, you can't buy into, unless you're a big bank, of course, you can't trade the forex market. So broker is very important. It's your middleman between you and accessing the market. So you want your broker to be trustworthy, you want to know who you're dealing with, and you want your broker to be able to do certain things for you, especially if you're going to be putting live money into that brokerage account, because of course all brokers offer a demo account initially, but as soon as you start committing to your hard-earned funds, you want to know that you're going to be able to do what you want to do with it. So, what do I look for when I look for a broker? First thing I look for is this. Experience, right? What do I mean by that? I want it to be long established. I don't want a broker that's just opened this year. That doesn't give me confidence in them, the platform, or their longevity. Okay, in other words, are they a solid company? And that's why I always want to make sure that the broker that I'm with, not only are they long established, the brokers we use, they've been trading for over 30 years, but I also want to make sure they have a good credit rating. Okay, that's very easy to establish. Just ask your broker. Maybe you can look at S&P, Standard & Poor's, or Experian, or any of those other credit agencies out there, and just establish how strong, how solid your broker is. Give you an example, bad example, Alpari went broke because of their liquidity, because of their balance sheet, their strength of their balance sheet. The Swiss franc got unpegged, and a lot of their clients lost a lot of money that couldn't be paid, and Alpari weren't strong enough to carry that loss. They went bust, they were liquidated, and administrators were appointed. You want to avoid that. So go with a broker that's got experience and a good credit rating. That would be true for any business, okay? I don't trade with, in our businesses, we don't trade with customers that don't have a good credit rating, because why would we extend credit to people who can't pay their bills and don't have a history of paying their bills? So focus on that. You want to make sure that your broker communicates with you. Okay, what do I mean by that? They have a good level of customer service. You get a good response rate, either on the phone or on an email. Now, I have traded with interactive brokers in the past. I didn't have a good experience with them in terms of their customer service. I felt that they were slow to respond and they were flippant in their responses. They were obviously dealing with millions and millions and millions of queries, and all we got was we batted off with a link to a website and basically do your own research, find out your own way. I want better customer service than that, especially if we're going to put a lot of business through the broker. So make sure the comms are good. I always look for a broker that doesn't trade against you, okay? What do I mean by that? I simply mean that your broker doesn't take positions against you, okay? In other words, moving the market, manipulating the market. Maybe you've heard of something called stop hunting, all right? I see that. IG, I think, are very good at it. We do have accounts with IG, but we tend to put very small amounts of money in it and use it as a test account, because that is a broker who will trade against you. So look for a broker who doesn't trade against you. Our broker doesn't trade the markets at all. They are simply a broker, execution only broker. They do what we tell them to do, and they do not take any positions against us, and I really like that. Also look for tight spreads. The broker, okay, has to get paid. They're in business, so they have to be paid. Unlike buying a stock position where there will be a commission to pay to the broker in forex, in CFD trading, spread betting, very rarely do you pay a commission, but you will pay a spread, and it's the difference between the bid and offer price, the bid and ask price, okay? And that's where you pay the broker. What you'll notice is when you enter a position, long or short, unless the market's moving very rapidly, you'll immediately go into a loss. And you've got to make that loss up. It's a small fee, it's a small loss, but you'll definitely be in the red. You need to get back into the black before you start making profit, and what that difference is the spread. The tighter the spread, the less you have to move, the less the market has to move before your trade is in profit. You're going to pay the spread at the other end as well, so understand that. The tighter it is, the better it is for your position. But your broker's going to take that fee at the entry and at the exit of your trade. One thing I look for as well is speedy execution. Because the market's moved fast, sometimes I want to make sure that our trade is triggered and we're in the market and it's filled quickly. Equally, and more importantly, I want to make sure that they exit speedily. So make sure that they've got fast execution. Let's turn the page. High liquidity, that's important. If your broker can't fill the orders, listen, most brokers, if you're tipped the experience of the high credit rating broker, you're not going to have a problem with this, okay? But ask the question, who are your liquidity providers? Some brokers won't tell you, we don't touch those brokers. But if they're dealing with the major banks and the high liquidity providers, then no problems, just stay with that. Make sure they've got a good platform. We cover platform, but your broker, ticks all the boxes. Could be a crappy platform, IB, okay? So you've got to have a good platform. I do not like trading on the IB platform. I don't find it intuitive, I don't find it enjoyable, and those are two things that I think are vitally important to the success of your trading. If you're not enjoying using the tools you've got, how are you going to do a good job? I liken it to a bricklayer or a carpenter. If a carpenter doesn't have a good saw, he can't make a clean cut. You've got to have good tools to do the job. So a good platform is critical, and if you've got a decent broker who's long established, who's got a good credit rating, who's doing all these things, you're going to have a good platform. But make sure you enjoy using it, and that's a very subjective thing. You've got to decide that on your own. Maybe you love the Interactive Brokers platform, it's just my preferences, I don't. So we trade now with a different broker. So tools. Okay, you need to do your analysis. Do they offer an MT4 platform? Do they offer you all the tools that you want to use in your analysis? Maybe you're using Fibonacci retracements. Can you draw on the charts and save that information? Can you make notes on the charts? All these things, all these tools that are going to enhance your learning, your ability, your consistency as a trader. Tools are very important. Here's something that a lot of people don't know. And it is not all brokers, but some brokers will give you a rebate on the spread. Okay? We have rebates on our spreads. We have a large client portfolio. We have a lot of money under management, and we get a nice rebate fee at the end of every month. We've chosen the right spread, an appropriate spread, so that we can trade profitably, comfortably, but also one that gives us a decent rebate. Brokers don't advertise that, so ask your broker, will you offer me a rebate on how much I trade? You can get your money back. Not all of it, but up to 50%. So I have a 50% rebate split with my broker. Very lucrative for us, pays our bills on a monthly basis, so that our profitability then becomes just pure cream on the top. Hope that makes sense. So guys, those are the things that I look for when I'm looking for a broker and a broker platform. I hope you've enjoyed that video. Give us your insights, questions, comments in the box below, and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also give us a big thumbs up on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks guys, trade like a pro.